Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that Earth suddenly spins twice as fast. Instead of a 24-hour day, our planet would complete one rotation in just 12 hours. The sun would rush across the sky, mornings would turn into evenings almost instantly, and night would arrive before you even finished your plans for the day. At first, it might sound exciting. You'd see twice as many sunrises and sunsets, but your body wouldn't enjoy it. Humans evolved around a 24-hour rhythm. Suddenly cutting the day in half would confuse our internal clocks. Many people would constantly feel tired, like permanent jet lag. But the real changes wouldn't just affect our sleep. They would reshape the entire planet. When Earth spins faster, the atmosphere reacts. The rotation of our planet already controls how winds move around the globe through something called the Coriolis effect. If Earth suddenly spun twice as fast, that effect would become much stronger. Storms would spin faster, organize quicker, and grow more powerful. Hurricanes in particular could become far more intense with stronger winds and more destructive energy. Some regions might experience storms unlike anything seen before. The oceans would start shifting too, but not in the way you might expect. As Earth spins, centrifugal force pushes things outward from the axis of rotation. That's why our planet is already slightly wider at the equator than at the poles. If the rotation doubled, that outward force would increase and water would slowly migrate toward the equator. Over time, the oceans would begin to pile up around the middle of the planet. Sea levels near the equator would rise, while water near the poles would retreat. Coastlines would change. Some equatorial regions could face serious flooding, while polar areas might actually gain new land as water moves away. Even gravity would feel slightly different, depending on where you stand. Technically, Earth's gravity wouldn't change, but the stronger outward force from the faster spin would partially cancel it out near the equator. That means people living close to the equator would feel just a tiny bit lighter. Not enough to float, but enough that a scale would show a slightly smaller number. Near the poles, however, almost nothing would change. And then there's the sky. The sun would move across it twice as fast as it does today. Shadows would race across the ground. Sunsets would be shorter and more sudden. The entire rhythm of day and night would feel rushed, like the planet itself had pressed the fast-forward button. Eventually, life might adapt. Plants could evolve to use shorter bursts of sunlight. Animals might adjust their activity to match the rapid cycle of day and night. Humans would likely change work schedules, lighting, and daily routines to survive in this faster world. But even if we adapted, Earth would never feel the same. The winds would be stronger, the oceans would shift, storms would become more powerful, and every day would feel like it's moving just a little too fast. Because when a planet spins faster, everything on it has to keep up.